So this time, let's make a collectible. I'm just going to create myself a new folder for BPs, for my blueprints, because that's what this is going to be. So I'm going to right click in some space at the bottom and create a blueprint class of type actor, which I'll call collectible underscore BP. Now the collectible, I don't have a model for this, but if you've got a model, simply drag it and drop it at this point. However, I've just got this cube, so I'm just going to be using a cube. Now, to make it easier to climb in this box, I'm going to just add a box collision as well by pressing add component, and I'll probably need to scale that box collision up. So I'm going to just go to my scale tool, scale the collision, so this yellow part represents where the collision will be. With the box selected, I'm going to scroll down on the detail section to the second option on component begin overlap and press the plus button. So this says on begin overlap we need to select what it's overlapping with. So we're going to we're going to drag and drop off this and get a flying pawn, because that's the name of the player in this game. So when it overlaps with the flying pawn, we'll do a video we'll update the widget, the HUD, in a minute, so we'll add that there. But for now, we can just whatever we'd want it to do. So, we'd spawn a collectible sound, which would be play sound. So, we could play a 2D sound at this point, but I don't have any sounds in the footage in the game that we'd need to import a sound. Or we could, create a particle system. But what we're going to do for now, before we do the widget, is we're just going to delete self. Delete actor. If you click type in delete, type in actor, and let's just do a print string as well. Now we don't need a print string, we'll see it delete. So there we go. Now we can make this look a little bit nicer. We don't want to collide with the cube at all, so I'm going to just get my cube and I'm going to set it from dynamic to overlap all, and I'm also going to add component. Why is it only searching for boxes? I wanted to add a rotating movement component, but for whatever reason, when I press the button, it's only showing boxes. Let's just close that window, reopen it. Okay, and we're going to add a rotating movement. And what this will do is add a simple rotation, so you can see it's got a rotation rate of 180. Let's go ahead and add one of these to my game so I can see if this works. So I'm just going to drag it into the scene and press play, and you can see it's rotating, and when we overlap it kills it, it destroys it. So if we feel like it's rotating too fast, we can slow that down to 90. If we want it to be bigger, we can just click in the cube or the default scene route and scale that up to like 2. And then every time you want to add one of these, you can either drag and drop it into the scene like that, or you can select it and hold Alt and drag off it to create a couple of them. And maybe set them at like different places, different rotations, so you've got stuff to fly through and collect. In the next video we'll add a HUD system and get that working.